Alright guys, check this thing out. Pretty sweet looking 1989 Yamaha Blaster 200. This thing I picked up for $500. The guy said there's like about 30 other people lined up for it, but I was the first one to call, so I was the one that got it. And he held it for me for I think a day and a half. So it was really nice of him. And yeah, most people don't do that on Facebook Marketplace. So I found out it was in 1989 by the VIN number. The VIN number's down here, and the last letter is a K on the frame, and that means it's in 1989 according to a forum online. This thing's got a purple frame. I'm not really sure if that was painted purple or what's going on with it, but it looks like it was professionally done if it was. Obviously not rattle can or anything. Definitely looks like it was powder coated, because this stuff is really, really hard on there, and everything is perfect on it. So it almost looks like it's factory to me. Because there's no overspray anywhere, and everything is perfect on it. So I don't know, very, very odd. I can't find any purple framed blasters online. I looked it up, and then I can't find these plastics anywhere either. So I'm guessing these are aftermarket. It says right here, Mare Racing USA, so I'm guessing these are aftermarket plastics. What's the seat on here? Travelcade. Nice seat as well. Looks like it was a really nice machine at one point. Looks like the tires are flat on it. I'm not sure if those pump up. Does it have an aftermarket pipe too? I don't think so. It looks like it might be a stock silencer. I'm not sure. Let's see what the pipe says. Is it a stock pipe? I believe that's a stock pipe on there. I'm not sure about suspension. It looks blue, so I'm guessing that's the color that came factory with it. Again, not completely positive. The back one is blue as well, so that's good. It does have the rear tail light on it still. It's got the headlight on it still. So I mean, it's pretty complete. I don't see it's missing too much. Throttle's there. Everything's here for it, it looks like. Huh. I'm trying to see any imperfections with this thing. We'll test compression here too. But yeah, everything looks like it's here. Looks really nice actually. Brakes all work. Looks like it's missing something right here. I don't know what that plugs into. Oh, up here for the throttle. That could be a problem. That's unplugged right there. Not sure why that's unplugged. But anyway, the backstory on this is that the guy was moving and he didn't want it anymore. He didn't want it to move, and he said that he was just trying to get rid of it. He said that it starts up but dies instantly, so he's not really sure what's wrong with it. He thinks it needs a carb clean, but usually when they say that, it needs something else. And he said it needs 2 new back tires because they're flat on it. So he said that's all it needs and that should be good to go. So hopefully this is an easy fix and we can get to ripping it pretty soon. But I have a feeling it's a little bit more than a carb clean, but we don't know until we start digging into it. So let's just kind of go over the machine, make sure everything's there, and we'll take a look at the air filter as well, because maybe that's why it's dying, if it has an air filter on it. Oh yeah, it's got one of those aftermarket air filters on it. Huh. That's interesting. He like tried to put it on the cage. It wouldn't fit on the cage, so he just was like, forget it. This one's just supposed to not have the cage on it. This is supposed to just go like that. And then here, I think this is the bolt for it right here. So I don't know why that was like that, but That should tighten down, I would think. So I'll get the air filter back on and we'll see if she starts up here. All right, we're gonna first start it up, see what we're dealing with, see what it sounds like, and we'll go from there. So I did start it up when I was there, and it did sound pretty good for like at least maybe a second, then it died like right away. So kind of strange. Hey, it's running now. That was lucky. So it ran pretty long there. Not really sure what's going on. Must not be getting gas or something. Because I shook it when I was on it. Let's see if it's getting gas. Gas here. Take the clip off of here. Ooh, it's mixed pretty rich though. I think she's mixed a little rich here. You can see how dark that is. But definitely getting gas. Maybe it does just need a carb clean. We'll try starting it again without the choke on. And we'll see what happens here. Turn it to reserve. We know it works in that setting. Alright, seems like it's running pretty decent. We'll probably take the carburetor off and go through that, but it doesn't sound too bad. It does sound like there might be like a slight air leak or like it's not getting enough gas. Because it's kind of like isn't idling perfect and kind of revs up high and stays there. So that kind of tells me either air leak or running out of gas. I guess we'll see what the plug looks like and go from there. So following this wire down from here, which I believe is like a throttle sensor type thing, this goes down and there's like really no plug-in for it. That's a 3-prong, that's a 2-prong. So I don't really see a plug-in for it. The only thing I can think of is that this is a different throttle body and it doesn't match up to this plug. But what's weird is the colors are the same. Like black, yellow and black, yellow, black, black. So I'm guessing that probably would go to there on a different machine. Not really too sure. Probably gonna have to do some research into it, but right now it's running fine. I found out where the wires go to. So these were cut off. That's a yellow black one right there. And this is a black one. So these wires were cut or ripped out, but that's supposed to go to there for the throttle sensor. So I wonder if those need to be connected or not. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's get the tank off, spark plug out, and test for compression and see what that spark plug looks like. Alright, we got the gas tank off. Let's get the plug out of there. See what that looks like. That looks pretty good, actually. It's a little black, but actually it's dark brown at the tip. So that looks pretty good. Let's see when we kick it over if any oil comes out or anything. A little gas comes out. So we'll get the compression tester in there. On for compression here. Just get the point. Throttle open. Let's see what we get here. So we got pretty good compression for a blaster. 100 by 130. So we'll take that. That's pretty good. Alright, good compression. Let's get the carburetor out of there. Alright, we'll get the top off of it. There we go. Alright, let's go take a look at the inside. Screws were easy to get off. Who thinks it's going to be clogged up? There could be water in the gas as well. It's another possibility. There wasn't a hose on the gas cap, so I'm thinking maybe that's why it was shutting off, and it was smoking a little white, so it's definitely a possibility. We'll see in the carburetor. You'll be able to tell if there's water in it, sometimes at least. Guess we'll see here. She's a little gunked up. Not horrible. You can see the stuff floating at the bottom of that. So I'm guessing that pilot's clogged. A little gunk in there. Like I said, not horrible. You can see the main jet is plugged up. See that one right there? So there's a little gunk in it. Definitely needed to be cleaned. It's not the worst I've seen, but see what the pilot looks like here. Little baby pilot. Oh, that's one blow and that's clear, so that's good. Knock this guy out of here. It's probably clogged. Yeah, a couple of the holes on here are clogged. You can see. So we'll just do a quick clean on this. So this quad is pre-mix, and then there's the oil line for it that was capped off. So maybe that's letting air by or something. We'll check the pump too to make sure that's all off of it. But yeah, the carburetor doesn't look too bad. We'll clean out some of that gunk in there. You can see it all coming out. Alright, carburetor just got cleaned and the gas is flushed out. So let's see if it idles now. Sounds pretty good. Not smoking excessively now. Alright, I think it's fixed. Alright, I think it's fixed. That sounds a lot better. So all it did need was a carb clean and a fuel flush. I'm guessing water was in the tank because that hole is open right there. So rain can go right in there. And it looks like it was probably left outside a couple days, you know. So plus it was mixed like super rich. Probably wasn't helping it. But yeah, sounds pretty good. We're going to check oil now, make sure that's all good. Alright, let's check the oil here. Wrench. There we go. I don't believe there's a dipstick on these. So we're probably gonna just have to... Oh, I can see there's a little window right there. You guys can see that. So we'll probably drain the oil and just make sure there's some in there. Alright, oil looks pretty clear in there. You guys can see that or not. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot in there though. There's only that much oil in it, so that wasn't good. All right, let's get this thing pressure washed. All right, that cleaned up pretty good. Looks brand new. Pretty sweet looking. All right, all loaded up, ready to go. Thing is really clean. Alright, just got to my parents, and of course it just started raining, so that's exciting, but a little ride in the rain doesn't hurt anyone. So take it for the first ride, hopefully it moves, and hopefully it has some good power, but it should be pretty fun. So stay tuned, let's get her unloaded here. I cannot believe how nice this thing cleaned up. I think it's like really mint condition for 1989. Thing is immaculate. I mean, look at that. Hopefully it runs like it looks. Wow, that thing has really good power. Holy cow. That's probably one of the most powerful blasters I've ridden. Thing is really nice. Thing has great pickup. Really good power. So we'll throw the GoPro on and quick take it for a ride. I mean, it's crazy. It's really fun. I haven't ridden the blaster in a while, so man, and then it starts right back up. So it's pretty reliable too. Idles really well. Alright, hey, it stopped raining. Now it's just like a very light sprinkle. Seems like it's coming to an end. So this thing, first ride on it was just insane. I was not expecting it to run that good, but thing is fresh. So let's see what she does. Here we go. We got the idle adjusted now. Everything's perfect. Clutch is good. first ride with the GoPro. Man, this thing is pretty fast for a blaster. We're going to get the speedometer up and running on this thing and see how fast it goes. It just seems really fast for a blaster, so it'll be interesting to see. But it's running great. All right, write your predictions down below. How fast do you think this thing's gonna go? Should be interesting. Here we go. Wait for this car to pass right here. Hit 53 right there, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. That was close to 60. Let's see what we got here. We were cruising. Alright, let's see what we got here. 58.15 miles an hour. So almost 60 miles an hour on this thing. That is fast. Alright, so official top speed. There she is, 58.15 miles per hour. I just looked up on the Blaster forum and it said typically they go around 55 miles an hour. So we're at the upper level of the Blaster speed, which is good. I mean, it's a fresh engine on that thing. Torquey, speedy for 500 bucks. So this is probably one of my better deals. Took me maybe an hour to go through the carburetor, get the oil change done, and clean up the quad. So 500 bucks, hour of work. Now it's worth probably around $1,500 to $2,000 depending on the buyer. So not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. Really fun machine. Handles nicely, brakes work, everything works on it, lights work. So I'm pretty happy. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Until next time, we are out.